Hey, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I am super happy and excited to see you all today. So I am coming off of a very busy weekend and a very busy start of the week to sales for my business. I've literally been shipping 50 to 100 orders per day, which is insane. My business is growing really fast and sales have been very good and stable for my business. I've been doing about $600, $700, $800 per day, and it's just been super crazy to see. So I figured in today's video I would show you a few of the items that have been selling really well for my business. Now these are all really unique items and I think teachable items, things that maybe you have never thought to source or sell. So I'm going to do my best to explain each item. I have 5 of them picked out and explain my thought process and philosophy for buying and selling these items online. Before we jump into this list, I just want to introduce myself super quick. My name is Jacob and I'm a full-time online reseller primarily on the Poshmark app, and I have been using this YouTube channel to document the day-to-day process of me growing and scaling my reselling business. See, I have big dreams. I want a big full-fledged warehouse style, fulfillment business with tons of employees and do really big numbers in sales. And well, I'm on my way to get there, and I've been documenting each incremental process of me trying to scale my business to reach that point. So if you are curious about a young man's entrepreneurial journey and want to learn from his failures and his mistakes and his successes and stuff like that, I always try to provide valuable information along the way. Then this is the perfect channel for you. If you got that entrepreneurial spirit or that business mind, then I think this channel is perfect for you. So if you're new to the channel, thank you for giving me a chance. My name is Jacob, and to everybody who has been supporting the channel thus far with all the comments and likes and the subs, I really appreciate it. This channel is growing and it's been really fun to see that we're building a really cool community here of entrepreneurial and like-minded people. So it's been super fun. Thank you so much. Let's get into today's video. Now let's jump into the very first item, which is a really cool and unique pair of outdoor pants. It's actually from a company called Royal Robbins, and it's kind of a waxy finished outdoor pair of cargo-ish pants. I'll put a picture up right here. I sold these pants for $32. Again, the brand is Royal Robbins, and if you've never heard of Royal Robbins, they actually make really high quality outdoor gear and outerwear and hiking apparel, stuff like that, kind of adventurous apparel. And honestly, I think Royal Robbins used to be a bigger company back in the day, and they're kind of starting to make a resurgence back into the mainstream, because I used to source it a lot, or I would be able to pick it up for very cheap a lot of the times back in the day, but I would never get very good money for it on the resale market. But now I am. I got $32 for this pair of pants, and honestly, Royal Robbins stuff sells pretty good for my business. I always have some of it in stock, and I've actually noticed some of the local sporting goods stores in my area, at least some of them that carry the higher end outdoor gear, they actually carry Royal Robbins now, which is super cool to see. So if you've never heard of Royal Robbins, keep an eye out for it, because it's been selling super well for my business. Like I said, $32 for this pair of pants. I paid less than $2 for them, so that is a ton of profit, and they sold very fast as well. Okay, next up, I actually have a pair of shoes. I actually have 2 pairs of shoes to show you guys today. And well, you probably don't see me or you don't hear me selling shoes very often. I don't really specialize in footwear. I know some people do really well with it. I just don't have the supply chains intact to get a ton of high quality footwear that I can, sell super fast and for good money. But I come across it once in a while, and this is a very good example. This is a pair of Adidas tubular sneakers. I paid $12 for this pair of shoes. They were in like near perfect condition, and I sold them for $58, which is a super good sale. This is like a super cool looking pair of Adidas sneakers. Like I said, they're the tubular model. They have like a big tube outsole kind of, and they're kind of a higher top. They're like basketball shoes. They're really cool. I love the wheat colorway. But yes, this just goes to show that the sneaker culture is still alive and vibrant and still willing to spend up for a good quality pair of shoes. Like this, a pair of Adidas tubular sneakers. Again, I paid $12 for them and sold them for $58, relatively fast and pain-free. So if you can get your hands on some really good, high quality, good, clean condition sneakers, especially basketball style sneakers like this from any name brand, Adidas, Nike, you know, even sometimes like the Pumas and the New Balances, they all do super, super well. So keep your eye out when you are sourcing. People still pay a lot of money for sneakers. Adidas tubulars, $58. Next up is another pair of shoes, actually a pair of boots. They're a pair of rain boots and they are from the company Sperry. As you can see, it's a really cool checkered kind of pair of almost like British style rain boots. They kind of remind me of Burberry boots. Super, super cool pair of Sperry boots. I paid like $5 for these boots and I sold them for $28. Again, super, super good profit. They sold very, very fast and they didn't even sell during the rainy season. They sold, you know, at the end of the summer, which is crazy, but nonetheless, it was a super, super good sale. Just a cool looking pair of functional rain boots. And you've probably heard of the brand Sperry before. They are famous for their boat shoes, you know, those leather they kind of look like shrunk-in shoes, in my opinion. I don't know if that even makes sense, but they're kind of like in between a loafer and a sneaker. That's what they're famous for, is those boat-style shoes, which also sell very, very well. But that's what the brand Sperry is known for, and this is, well, a branded pair of Sperry rain boots. So they had the name brand recognition, it had the functionality of a high pull-up rain boot, and it had an awesome colorway and pattern to it. Those three things, you mash them together, it makes for a really good, fast, high profit sale. The next sale is really, really cool because if you watch one of my last videos, I believe it was like my third to last video, something like that, I talked about Masters golf wear, and I actually sold this really, really cool vintage year 2000 Masters golf hat. Just like a really cool khaki canvas dad style type hat with that big Masters logo on it, and it has the year 2000, a really cool piece of vintage Masters gear. And if you're unfamiliar with Masters or you didn't watch my last video on it, it's a super, super good brand to sell. I don't even know if it's really a brand. I know they have their own branded stuff, but a lot of times you'll see the Masters logo branded on different garments. They all sell super well. And if you're totally unfamiliar with what Masters is, it's a big, you know, world-renowned golf tournament, like the Super Bowl for the PGA, for golfing. And you can see the Masters logo very clearly on this hat, because what it is, it's just a big yellow outline of the United States with a golf pin stabbed right through it. It's a super, super cool and iconic logo. If you ever see that big yellow United States on something, whether it be a golf polo or a hat or a bag or a sweatshirt, pick it up because I bet it's worth some good money. As far as the numbers on this hat, I paid like 50 cents for this hat and I sold it for $25. Very, very fast. It's a very, very cool vintage Masters piece and I'm super, super happy with the sale. All right, the last item I want to share with you guys is this really cool vintage acid washed denim shirt. I paid maybe $1 for this shirt and I sold it for $25. And the key note on this shirt, or the key word, is acid washed. I have sold tons of acid wash stuff through my career as a reseller, whether it be jackets or denim shirts like this or jeans. They all sell super fast and super well. The shirt slides right into that grungy kind of early 2000s trend of clothing that is really resurfacing back in today's market, and people are paying good money to have turnkey pieces where they can mimic that look. You know, think about all the band tees and the ripped jeans and the acid washed and that kind of grungy punk look. And this acid washed t-shirt is a perfect example of that. If you see anything acid washed for a reasonable price, I bet you can make money on it, just like I did with this shirt. I got $25 for it. All right, so there you go. Those are the 5 sales I wanted to share with you all today. Like I said, I just came off a very good week into sales, and the start of the week has been extremely good as well. I have a bunch of really fun videos coming up, but I think I'm gonna do a video like this, kind of a what sold video, at least once a week, maybe even more, just to keep you guys updated on what the current market is in the reselling industry, what's selling, you know, what to stay away from, you know, things I'm not getting as much money as I thought I would on, and things that are selling, you know, super well for tons of profit that I didn't expect. I think all that stuff is super valuable, especially for a fellow reseller out there. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something, and I hope you were entertained as well, because if I can do those two things, then I think I did my job. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I have to get back to work. In the meantime, be good to one another, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.